You're listening to littlepodcast.com.
Of course he is.
Most of his tweets
It's
are
in the
about
name.
Pizzagate. And it's pretty much the purge out there. 420 no. I've been red pilled! No, I can't go back! Like,
George Washington was a Freemason. Anyways, John was gonna say some bullshit. Save
You know, I've not looked up my username in Bing yet, so let's see.
let's bing it. This has been...
May of May, NSFW.
My
this has been
Twitter's
sponsored.
first.
Okay.
My Twitch is second. My overview on Reddit is third. My comments on Reddit are fourth. My MySpace is fifth.
The MySpace. I'm gonna
It's
go
still
live
there.
on Twitch.
Let me see. How broke
All
is
right.
it?
I think
I've
somebody
binged this.
like claimed my old MySpace at some point.
All right, so John Danger, my profile on Facebook's first. This is amazing. Second is is John Danger actually not me? The first one? Oh, there's a couple John Dangers.
I just googled
but
Bing.
I'm the first one. Second one is my Twitter. Okay, you want to know what the third one is? Oh, this is fucking amazing. I really hope this is... Okay, we're going to get to it. And then there's another John Danger that's like a guy in Minnesota whose name is John Danger.
So my issue is the other Matt Haig is a professional gamer of some sort. So when I Google Matt Haig NSFW, I get Reddit responses. Hold on, let's see.
There's someone. I mean, there's someone with my name, TJ May, that's a comic artist.
Oh, fuck that guy.
All right, here we go. John Danger on Twitter at Red Pilled Rebel.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, John!
He has more followers than I do. He's been around on Twitter almost as long as I have, I think. I mean, mine's first. Thank God.
You know, he's woke to that straight white cis male victimization.
I beat him to Facebook by a little bit. I'm April 2008. He is September 2008.
Did you know that Matthew Haig is a reporter at the Express team at the New York Times?
My Facebook, when searching May of May, is the second page. It's not even the first page.
There was somebody that was running for government to some degree that had the URL matthag.com because I had already taken matthewhag.com. So I got the more professional URL from this like dumbass government wannabe person.
Okay, I want to say this. Whoever
Matt
John
Haig
Danger
for City Council
at Red Pilled Rebel.
We should record this.
We are
recording. It's going.
Good.
At Red Pilled Rebel.
All right.
Is extremely a Pizzagate truther.
Of course he is.
Most of his tweets are
in the
about
name.
Pizzagate. Literally, a tweet he had earlier was... Oh, maybe it's someone he retweeted. He said... Okay, he retweeted a account called Goat Hill Pizza that is a pizza place in San Francisco. And he retweeted a tweet where it says, President Obama, all those speeches must be making you hungry. Swing by for some pizza. Hashtag Obama San Francisco. Hashtag pizza. Hashtag San Francisco from 2010. Because that's the conspiracy that pizza restaurants around the world of the Democrats. This is insane. He's like, literally, it's all about like this weird, like, oh my, it doesn't, like,
yeah. What? It's like, we have records of Trump meeting with the Russians.
No, check
but,
this
you
shit
know,
out.
Obama's birth certificate, we haven't seen the log form yet.
But, like, this is the thing, though. It's like, these people are just crazy people.
Yeah.
Like, it's because, like, literally...
It's impossible to tell the difference between people that are legitimately crazy and people that are just trolling. So, like...
Exactly. Well, it's interesting because out of the, I don't know, 30 or so tweets he tweeted or retweeted today, 90% of them are about, like, the fucking child sex ring that does not exist. Like, it's just, that's it. Like, it's insane.
You know, there's like actual child sex rings that you can tweet about.
Yeah.
Like,
here we go.
Like real ones. You
John,
don't have to make them up.
John Danger tweet of the day. Putting this in. Just awoke from a dream of utter violent chaos in New York City. Terrifying. Demons running loose. Trying to shake it.
John, is this you?
I wish! That's why I was like, this is fake, isn't it? It's not fake.
It might be trolling. It could be
Did
trolls.
Did he buy followers? If he bought followers, it'll be a troll.
You forgot to mention that his avatar is like a hand-painted V for Vendetta mask.
It's not V from Vendetta mask. That's from Mr. Robot.
Oh,
That's the Mr. Robot mask.
It's the imitation V for Vendetta.
Real or fake followers, you can do that. Because if he's got fake followers, because he's got 1,400 followers. If he has...
He has a meme that's pushing a theory that Fidel Castro is Justin Trudeau's father.
Yeah, it's some real stuff. Okay, do you want to know that Red Pilled Rebel, 98% audit score, almost all real.
So he's 98% not a bot.
Let's see what mine is. Well, no, but I mean, if they were all fake, then I would be like, oh, it's somebody who's trolling and just bought a bunch of followers. Let's see where my audit score is. Matt, do you want to know what my audit score is, son?
50% bot.
I don't want to say.
How many of you are bot?
Well, no.
I know
so
you did.
Using...
You purchased bot.
Yes. This is using real followers right here of all time, not just the current ones I have now. That's like a little over 1,000. Right now, 4% audit score. I have 127 real followers, 2,451 fake followers.
You guys, I think the government's coming for me. I hear a helicopter.
Well,
wait, where do you go for that audit score thing?
It's just called TwitterAudit.com. But we went all over this on the Twitter one where I bought the episode where I bought the followers, is because it like Twitter followers is the most bullshit thing in the entire world, and like a lot of people will buy like businesses will have to buy followers because, like, if you imagine if a pizza place opened up and they started tweeting and they had 20 followers, you'd be like, whoa, what the fuck is this place? Instantly, even without looking. It's just kind of one of those things. It's like,
the more I look at this guy's Twitter feed, the more I don't understand it. Because he's like, Pizzagate. But
no,
then
I mean, he's
like
literally an insane person.
Well, then he's like retweeting anti like
oh, excuse me, would you like to go
stuff
to
and anti-transphobia stuff and like it, I don't get it. I don't know what this meant.
Would you like to go to his website, dcpizzagate.wordpress.com?
Oh God, I don't want to, but I'm going there.
But just so you know, guys, be careful. DC Pizzagate, a primer, updated 07/07/17. Warning: reading this art. I'm John Danger. This is Born in the 80s, episode 276.
I'm Matt Hay.
We gotta get in it. We gotta get into this. Were you on Twitch yet?
TJ May's here.
I'm here. I'm TJ May of May.
Get us on Twitch.
Looking up the fact that I found more people who have used my username elsewhere.
I'm just looking at this Podesta email, trying to uncover these pizza facts.
Matt, are we live on Twitch yet?
Yeah, we're live on Twitch. We've been live on Twitch for hours, days, even months.
My username has a suggested edit on Wikipedia that I don't remember doing.
Can anyone just edit a Wikipedia page?
Depends on the page.
I want to
pages are
make a May
protected,
of
some
May
aren't.
page. Can I? Hold on. I'm just gonna create a Wikipedia page for May of May under.
You could do that.
Sure, English. Why not?
What would you do? Yay! It only took me until page 4
May of
Bing.
May was is most notable for being involved in the suspected Pizzagate cover-up of 2016.
Yeah. But fourth page of my Bing search results of my username is from this website called scoreland.com, and specifically in the section of big boob models. Some person by the name of Amaya May.
Oh my god, I've never looked into this Pizzagate stuff, but
It's messed up.
the emails that they're referencing are so non-related. It's like mind-blowing.
The heck?
It's pretty insane. All right,
Like
so
these people know that Signal is a thing, right? Like if there was some sort of vast conspiracy, they wouldn't be emailing in code. They would be communicating via
Is there
like
any
an
way to,
end-to-end
like-
encryption.
Is there any like way to look at somebody's profile like from a long time ago?
A Wayback
Other
Machine.
than the Wayback Machine.
Like just like how can I look at tweets from like I'm just trying to go back in this guy's history and like literally
we've got to go back.
like
gotta-
literally every single tweet that I mean, I've scrolled down for about this entire time we've been talking, and it's still from a month
you mean
ago. Like he
This
tweets
is the
like
Han
1,000
Solo
tweets
Ray
a day.
gif of when you wake up and realize most so-called conspiracy theories are not only true but interconnected with each other. And it's Han Solo saying it's true, all of it. That's the exact opposite of what's true.
Here's him retweeting James Woods.
James
who-
Woods is also a crazy person.
Yeah, because Joe Biden is kissing a child. I'm assuming it's his cousin or something, because it looks like his family is there, or his cousin is like his great nephew or his grandson. And it says, "Oh, stop it, Joe, please." Like, what? Like what? Do you want to know? But you can go to discover.twitter.com and find out everyone's first tweet. Do you want to know what @RedPillRebel's first tweet a month after he joined Twitter in November 2nd, 2009 was?
Was it, I really like orange sherbet pops.
Nope. I wonder what kind of trouble Dexter is getting into this time. Excited
I
to watch
knew it
last
would be
night's
innocent.
episode.
Where have we gone wrong?
I
with
want to
Red
see
Pill
the
Rebel?
fucking point where he turned, but I don't know how to go back because he's fucking tweeted 7,000 times.
Can we?
Is there any way to go look at old tweets? Like how do I look at old tweets?
I
How to
don't
look at old
understand. Because he's really into Pizzagate, but he's also really into LGBT rights. I
I told you
I
they're
don't
insane
understand.
people.
Who are you?
Okay, here we go. Wait, no, I don't want to look at my old tweets. I want to look at someone else's old tweets. You bitch. How to view someone else's old tweets. Because this is how, like, when somebody joins SNL, they find all the bad jokes that they made and then call them a racist. How do I do that? TweetDeck allows you to do it. How do I do it from... Okay,
Joe
here we go.
Biden, so sweet and loving with other people's children.
Okay, so that supposedly works. So to search Twitter, you use this Twitter search function, and you type username since, or in colons. So colon. Oh, do I have to have the @ No, probably not. Red pilled rebel since. Let's try. Let's say 2010.
Okay, I can't direct message this guy, but I'm gonna
01.
tweet at him and just kind of inquire on like, you okay, buddy?
So let's try the first of 2010 to December 31st, 2010, and see what he was up at 2010. Because I'm gonna guess with 6,000 tweets and like 20 or 30 tweets a day right now, like it's he probably wasn't tweeting so I wonder if this account got stolen at some point is what I'm asking, because it's an old account, and I know that the Russian hacking has done some crazy shit like that.
Yeah. His main line of reasoning seems to be that Muslims are pedophiles and Democrats are pedophiles, and that's
to be
why
fair, there are
evil.
a lot of Muslim pedophiles that were like ISIS members, but that's like ISIS members.
But that's like
so
there were a lot of Catholic pedophiles too. That doesn't mean they're all pedophiles.
Yeah. How do I search? My search setting could. So I want. Sorry.
Okay, you realize
This is
if
a
this
good
guy does respond to my Twitter message, I'm gonna give him a link to the Discord.
Please do not do that.
He is coming on this show.
No, I don't want to talk to this person. They're an insane person.
I need to know.
How do you look at old tweets? There's got to be a fucking easier way.
There's gotta be a better way.
Like, cause like literally all I can do is just scroll down. So let's look at the whole year of 2014.
James Woods, why do you have to be so fucking crazy?
I know. He like.
I mean,
yeah, he's
like. There's a reason he's so good at playing the crazy villain. I just wish he wasn't like a method actor in real life.
All right, here we go. We got some really good Red Pilled Rebel here coming up from 2014. So this guy's probably just a bad person. Looking through this real quick.
Oh! He was tweeting so many pro-LGBT stuff, but then he retweeted, "I applaud real Donald Trump's decision to end the transgender social experiment in our military." Like, I don't get this guy. I don't get... What are you?
So 2014, allowing your children to bag groceries is one of the worst things you can do to other grown people. That's something he tweeted. Oh, fuck. Here it is, boys. True Detective is better than anything you could possibly be watching on TV right now. Well, if you know the plot of the first season of True Detective, he's subtweeting the Panera Bread account, complaining about the amount of bacon on his sandwich. He said on 420, he said, "Be careful, weed Christmas has begun, and it's pretty much the purge out there. 420 no." So he doesn't like weed smokers, I guess.
And, you know, if I had to describe a bunch of people that were high on weed, it would definitely be like massive murders and purge-esque things, and not just sitting on the couch eating Cheetos watching SpongeBob. Yeah.
This guy's from Portland. Can I put out an Amber Alert for a missing childhood? Is a joke he made. Here's another joke.
Trump knows 9/11 was a false flag. You don't know Giuliani's level of involvement. He would clean up Clinton crime cartel. Sessions isn't.
Okay. 85% of the kids reported missing in Portland turn out to be baby goats. He's making jokes about Amber Alerts here. This is someone who's supposed to care about fucking child pedophilia rings. Wait, turn down for what? Cops who think turn down means stop shooting black people. So I guess he's, Black Lives Matter here at one point. So what happened here?
I don't know. I think it's a bot gone wrong. It's got to be.
No, this must
too
be someone
inconsistent.
It must be someone who stole an account, because like he's making jokes about like the fucking water bucket challenge. Like this is some. He's playing Alien Isolation, the video game, talking about Easter egg.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look and I'm going to see if his avatar changed. If it was like a normal person avatar and then it changed to the Mr.
Yeah, because
one.
The Wayback Machine would be it. Okay, let's try. I'm going to try 2015 because this is when things probably could have changed. It's like, when did he become... So now we're doing like full... This is not the episode. We can't have this in the episode.
Hold on, wait. I can make it an episode.
Oh, dude, this guy tweeted about 3 or 4 times a month.
And now it's like 1,000 times a day.
I mean, he is talking about.
So this is definitely.
I mean, this
a
is
account,
insane.
then.
Are we all going to just sit here and pretend at Rand Paul and Game of Thrones Littlefinger are not the same person? I mean, this is a very liberal account here. History of stabbing people and still become president. Hashtag Ben Carson. Hashtag please no. This is
That's
something's
really
going
funny
on
because
here.
Ben Carson was a surgeon. Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Twitter is a cesspool right now.
Wait.
It's
Oh, I don't know. Okay, so I've now found. Here we go. John Danger. He linked to his Instagram account in 2015 in a photo. Here's John Neighbors, father of 2, husband, Christ follower, mega geek, media, and comm studies freelance photographer. Follow my toy photo account, Boy and His Toys, flickr.com, photos, John Danger Film. And let's see when his last photo is from. 1 day ago at, looks like some sort of taco place that is also a, like an arcade. It's got a Jurassic Park
What was
machine
the
he's
name?
got here. Sorry, you want the Instagram?
yeah.
Instagram.com/John Danger, no underscore or anything. It's just John Danger, all in lowercase. This is all normal ass shit on Instagram. This is really weird now. Because I could see this guy doing that kind of thing, though. Too, because he's got kids here, clearly. He's got two kids he's got a lot of photos of. His children. And that was that guy who got way into the, whatchamacallit, the Pizzagate. Was like some just father of 2 from like... But anyway, just looking through, not a lot of tweets in 2015.
Got a lot of toys.
Complaining about X-Men Apocalypse quite a bit.
There's a tweet that's implying that Michelle Obama was a male that was raised as a woman.
Okay. But wait, from how old?
This was June 8th of this year.
Okay. Oh, this is insane.
And it's like it's as if it was written by somebody whose English was a second language. Like it says not denying it, but are how to explain childhood photos raised as girl.
Let's see here. He championed an Indiegogo for a documentary about a women's football team called Women with Balls. I mean, it seems interesting to go from one place to another.
Oh man, he's really Reagan on
He loved
Tyler
the movie
Shields'
Kingsman.
art, but it's really captivating stuff. Provocative.
Okay, so that's 2015. So pretty normal. What I'm looking for is the turning point. And I'm going to assume there's going to be a big pause.
There's going to be
and then all of a sudden, fucking nonsense.
There's
and
going to be
find that
a post that says, "Hey guys, is it cool if I click this link and give it my password?"
Okay, the 2016 is definitely the craziest shit that's happening right now.
Who's the Twitter account we're looking at right now?
He voted for
Red
Jill
Pill
Stein.
Media.
He voted for Jill Stein.
Well, Jill Stein is a Russian plant. We all know
A
that.
third-party vote is not a wasted vote. It's a vote for morality and ethics. Hashtag Jill Stein. Hashtag I sleep just fine. He used the term sheeple. He's got a lot of images of Hillary Clinton next to, like, gremlins or sharks and stuff. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Okay, I've got it right here. It's right here. He is talking about, thank you at Kendrick Lamar. That's how you drop a record. You paying attention, Kanye West? Hashtag rap music. At Kanye West is not Kanye's Twitter. That's not anyone's Twitter. So it's not an account that you can do. So he fucked that up. But anyway.
What's going to happen when there's no longer Clintons to boogeymanify?
Okay, here we go. 21 May. One of the most comedic glitches I've seen. There's an image from the newest Uncharted 4, with the character missing his torso, and it's funny. Let's keep going. Wait. Okay, we've got a couple tweets in the summer. Here we go. 1st of June. It's not day drinking. It's called brunch cocktails. Okay.
Okay, that's a real person.
Wait, here we go. 8 June 2016. So 7 days later, a week later. What an awful, rigged, corrupt system we have. Whether it's Trump or HRC, I'm ashamed to live in this nation.
That is not a real person.
Next day tweet. Police officers murdering citizens, but I'm glad at CNN brings us real news. It's asked a thing about Starbucks set to raise prices next week. Complaining about how EPs are that. Anyway, I don't know what's worse. All these Pokemon posts or people who don't understand. This is an insanity. How can you have these opinions, person? I don't know what's worse. All of these Pokemon posts or people who don't understand saying all lives matter is bigotry. Either way, unfollow.
Can you explain what a spirit cooker is to me so I don't have to Google it and have it in my search history?
I'm not going to do that. It's really interesting because I feel like it's like a bit of both. I mean, he really hates Hillary Clinton in some of these tweets, right? But in some of the tweets, there's a tweet just saying, Rosario Dawson, your activism is awe-inspiring, but could we pause for a moment to marvel at your fantastic performance in at Luke Cage?
I have bad news, John. I don't think this is a stolen account.
I don't think it is either, but this is insane.
There's a tweet from March 26th that says, so it's a picture from the Portland Monthly that says male, question mark, female, question mark, third option, question mark, and it's third option equals male or female with mental illness and a hearty dose of liberal brainwashing. Thank you, Portland Monthly. Which is where this person lives, and a Russian hacker would not know that.
So this person is just an insane,
just a
Clinton,
psychotic break.
An insane Clinton, like person, or the most insane Russian fake account ever, because he manages to tweet, like family photos and then like weird fucking terrible meme photos of Hillary Clinton. Interesting though that he just turned it up right before the election though. You know what I mean? Like, oh, just so you know that John, the Breitbart, he died, was killed shortly after exposing John Podesta in 2011. So, the murdering. Yeah, I mean, it's just,
hashtag Clinton body count.
It's just, it's an insane person. Like, isn't like, I'm like, I know he has 2 kids, and I really hope they aren't fucked up because of this.
They will be.
Their dad isn't a crazy person.
This is going to surprise you, John, but he really is not a fan of Amy Schumer.
Do you want me to, I could look through his Instagram and probably figure out where he works and maybe call his boss and tell him about all his Twitter accounts.
Yeah, let's do that.
I mean, hey, you're going to say shit like this. Put it out in the open, man.
Stand by your goddamn opinions, you fucking moron.
Yeah. Anyway, but his Instagram account seems to be just...
Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 276. I'm your host, Matt Haig.
I'm here.
I just feel kind of insane.
The world
looking
is
up
insane.
Alternate John Danger.
This is what you could have become. If you
he's got a Hillary Clinton meme in his Instagram. It's in there. Look, I just want to say this. Conspiracy theories are stupid. None of them have ever been true.
I love that the only people that are still giving Hillary any attention are crazy right-wing people. Like, everyone on the left has just moved on. Like, she's just nothing.
Yeah, it's over. She's gonna retire.
She's gone. She's the past. She's old news.
Yeah.
Why do you guys keep dragging this
She could
one
run
out?
again in 2020.
Sure, she could.
She will not.
I'm all down for that Elizabeth Warren 2020.
Let's find out what hashtag spirit
Mega.
cooking is.
Whatever it is, Hugh Jackman was doing it.
TJ, hindsight may. Hindsight is 2020.
Okay, so Lady Gaga apparently is about spirit cooking, whatever that is. Because someone says blame Canada and fake news. Nobody is bashing trans people. We're just saying the military isn't a place for people fighting internal battles. Shouldn't you be hashtag spirit cooking? What is spirit cooking?
Did you know that
I don't know.
CERN in I believe this is Switzerland is
here we go.
a demonic symbol, CERN 666, Revelation 9:11, New King James Bible 11, and they had as king over them the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in Hebrew was Abaddon, but in Greek was the name Apollyon. This is an image that he tweeted, and I don't know what the fuck it means.
All right, here we go. Snopes.com has this. Let me read just a couple headlines here. Marina Abramovich on right-wing attacks. It's absolutely outrageous and ridiculous. Marina Abramovich is an artist. She has the Abramovich method, which is some sort of weird, I don't know, it's some sort of art thing where you take a crystal cleanse. It's some fucking nonsense. You know what I mean? Like crazy person stuff. Various right-wing websites seem to have done some cursory internet search on Abramovich over the past 12 hours, and they found a video of the artist painting with pig's blood on one of her spirit cooking performances, which was, I believe, some sort of, art installation, live art performance installation. Spirit cooking. Report. Clinton linked to satanic rituals involving kidnapped children and Marina Abramovich.
Okay.
Hey, do you want to know who it was? Well, that was your favorite Alex Jones that started talking about this.
That's the goddamn lizard people, and we're gonna go to crypto coin.
False. In November 2016, social media was abuzz with rumors connecting Hillary Clinton and her presidential campaign chairman John Podesta into an alleged satanic ritual known as spirit cooking. The rumors started circulating shortly after a Twitter account for WikiLeaks. Jesus Christ, WikiLeaks. What the fuck? It's like... Oh, anyway. Oh,
WikiLeaks
I'm sorry.
is a Russian...
WikiLeaks... It's insane.
We could have shortcut this whole conversation by reading the man's bio on Twitter. It is, I quote, John Danger, Red Pill Rebel, Truth Seeker, Christ Follower, End Times Watchman, Media and Communication Study, freelance photographer.
Yeah, it's kind of insane. So he must have changed his account. Because there's no way in 2010 he had a Red Pilled Rebel as his account name. So, yeah, so she just painted with pig's blood as kind of a weird thing. Like an art thing. Conspiracy started to swirl about Clinton's alleged connection to satanic practices. Alt-right figure Paul Joseph Watson posted a video entitled Hillary Tied to Bizarre Occult Spirit Cooking Ritual. I just love how the news is a guy on YouTube said it. So it's got to be true. Well, Watson attempted to connect him to that. She did not. The Democratic presidential candidate did not send or receive either of the emails published by WikiLeaks. Which I love.
Oh, my God. So this guy doesn't just believe that Pizzagate is real and is a child prostitution ring.
Yeah.
He believes that it's a child, sacrifice for Satan ring.
All right, here we go. Yeah, it's insane. Dear Tony, I am so looking forward to the spirit cooking dinner at my place. Do you want Do you think you'll be able to let me know if your brother's joining? All my love, Marina. And then Tony Podesta forwarded the message to his brother along with a note saying, Marina wants you to come to dinner. Are you in New York City? It's like, anyway, it's insane. Yeah, she's a fucking crazy person, which is, wait a minute. This is all starting to make sense, guys.
Oh, God. We've read it too long.
Oh, God. No! Oh!
No,
I should have read.
Pull out.
Sorry, I should have read the DC Pizzagate primer website said, warning, reading this article result will be known as being red-pilled. I've been red-pilled! No, I can't go back! All right, we gotta stop.
So anyways, what we're trying to say is there's not much video game news this week.
No, so what we're saying is John Danger, the second most popular John Danger Twitter account, is not me.
So, I've got 3 follow-ups to this that are only semi-related.
Yep.
And I lost 2 of them.
Ooh,
what kind of
that's
chair?
a nice chair.
It's just comfy. Apparently, it's my dying grandpa's.
Mm-hmm. You didn't go on...
You made it sad.
You can go on the wirecutter.com and research their recommended chair and buy that.
My wife bought it from my dad for less than what my dad was selling it for at a garage sale.
So, Chairgate.
The number one chair on wirecutter.com's best office chairs is $1,200. So if you want to spend that much on a single chair, not an entire couch, buy their chair. I just think it's insane how expensive office chairs can be.
I remember one of the other things.
Yeah.
There is some video game news this week. It's just more financial numbers. I've got this in the doc because I've only skimmed your stuff because you have a million things right now.
Yeah, what do you have in the doc?
I don't have anything in the doc. Nintendo just released Q2 financial information, which includes...
They doing well?
Yeah, they sold what was it, 4.6 million units?
Of the Switch.
It was something of the Switch, and it was something along the lines of like 70 to 80% of people who own the Switch have bought Zelda. About 60% of people who own the Switch bought Mario Kart, and even though it's only been out for not even a week here, Splatoon is like about 20 to 30% throughput on Switch units.
Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Nintendo, let's talk about one of my news stories that I labeled "This Bullshit."
It's when you awake and realize that True Detective is literally about Pizzagate. Both seasons.
God damn it!
What?
No, he tied Pizzagate and True Detective together. I just think it's insane. Like,
George Washington was a Freemason. Anyways, John was going to say some bullshit.
It's just interesting, the conspiracy theories, and then why they're so attractive to people. And it often happens with older men. And women.
It's because it presents a version of the world that is simple and easy to understand and has anybody please anyone in control.
No, that's not it even. It's a complicated view, but it's a view that makes you the person who knows everything. That, like, you know more than everyone else. Because when you're, younger or whatever, it's like, you're kind of, hot shit, in school and whatever. When you get older, it's kind of like, well, you don't want to accept the world the way it is. You want to accept the version of the world that you think is actually going on, and you find everything that backs up that, and Twitter has become just only people that are talking about this nonsense.
Listeners, I'm going to red pill you for real. The world is a fucked up, random, shitty place with some good in it.
Yep.
And that's basically about it.
What you're saying is conspiracy theories are just one-man version of cults. Because the whole idea of cults is secret knowledge and hidden power.
That's exactly it. It's the same allure that cults have.
And there's something comfortable to the idea that, like, some group or some person is in control of everything. As opposed to the real-life version of no one knows what they're doing, there are no adults, and everyone's making it up as they go.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's also
terrifying.
True. Yeah, that's probably one of the scariest things that once I've kind of gotten once I turned 30-ish, is when you kind of realize you're like, this is like pretty close to the same age my parents had a kid.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like a full adult now. And if everyone else is like me, the world is fucked.
It's like, oh shit.
Like, nobody knows what they're doing. But my dad gave me that advice a long time ago, because I remember when I got out of college and I had left my first job, and I had asked him, like, when did you know what you wanted to do? And he said, oh, well, I still don't know what I want to do, and I'm like 50. And I was like, I get it now. You just kind of do what you gotta do. Speaking of doing what you gotta do and hustling, can we talk about Think Geek? A little sale they
Hashtag
had
Think
this
Geek
week?
hustling. Let me find an appropriate sting for that.
I'll just vamp a little bit long. Oh, there we go. There's actually a little bit of conspiracy to this. NES Classic Edition. Think Geek this week said they found
they found
thousands of units
it. Thousands
in stock, courtesy of its parent company, GameStop. And they put them all out for sale one random afternoon. Of course, when I wasn't looking.
Now,
I was about 20 minutes too late.
We do have an official representative of GameStop on this podcast.
The cheapest bundle. Oh, well, no, wait a minute. They're selling these in bundles. With a Legend of Zelda puzzle, a Piranha Plant puppet, and 2 wall arts. Was $140, which is more than twice the price.
We have NES Classics and a whole bunch of other shit we can't get rid of.
No. We held on to NES Classics because we knew that we were going to have to push some merchandise that we couldn't sell. So we can bundle them together and people will buy them. And they sold out in 30 minutes. The Mega Man pack was $220 and came with a wearable Mega Man helmet, a Mega Man cup, and a proton arm cannon. Now, I don't want to implicate our co-host here in this, because I'm sure he has zero to do with the corporate side of what GameStop decides to do with their inventory. But I'm sure he was very happy to learn that there were thousands of this console sitting around when everyone was struggling to find them all year long. Just hanging out. Basically marking them up like eBay. And I tweeted at Amazon or at Nintendo and GameStop and Think Geek, and I said, "Oh, so now you guys are just scalping them yourselves now?" Is what's happening. I mean, it's insane. TJ, official word.
We're going to cut to our Spanish GameStop coordinate.
Te Juergo. From
Te
El
Juergo.
GameStopo.
So this is not anything coming from the man that's on the podcast. This is something else.
We're going to hang up on TJ real quick, and we're going to connect to Te Juergo. Hold on, it'll take me a second to connect to him. So
Sorry,
I've got to just dial it
goodbye.
up. And
We'll
just
be back.
Bye, TJ.
Yep. All right, can we connect to Te Juergo?
Te Juergo. Te Juergo. Te
Are you
Juergo.
here?
Yes, that's me.
It's
Te
me.
Juergo.
Te Juergo. Okay. What's up, Te Juergo?
This is fucking bullshit.
I like that you went with the Mario voice, too.
It's a fucking bullshit.
So I honestly don't know what happened. I mean, it very well could have just been that they got a shipment in late from Nintendo. Because these stopped being produced in April, so there could have just been, hey, we tried to sell these overseas and we couldn't, so I don't know.
That's a possibility.
You know.
Distribution warehouses could be disorganized as fuck.
Yep, exactly. I work in a company that warehouses stuff, and shit gets lost for a long time sometimes.
And at the end of the day, I understand, because on one of these units, because I've kind of talked about this in the past, and I'll go into this because, on one of these units, I would imagine that GameStop makes somewhere between $3 to $5.
Oh yeah, sure. They make nothing on these.
GameStop makes very little on, even consoles in general.
Yeah.
So I can understand. It costs them more than $3 to $5 to just deal with this crap, and they see people selling this stuff for $1 million. You know, I'm not going to look up the eBay price. It's probably still up at the 330, 350.
It is not,
It's
but it
ridiculous.
is 250. Is the going
250,
rate
so it's going down a little bit. Okay.
But it's still insane.
But still, I mean, the weird thing, I'm looking at the picture with all these bundles, and some of these are not items that they couldn't sell.
No, I know.
I can
There are
tell
some
you that-
interesting looking things. Like the bundle I tried to buy and then it got sold out before I got through the thing was the Tetris one, because it comes with like a block of stacking Tetris lights and a Nintendo book. And I was like, well, that's not that crazy. It looks cool.
The Tetris lamp's freaking awesome.
I would
It
put that
is.
on my desk. And the book would be
Um,
interesting to read too. And it was like $160. And I was like, well, you know, a lamp and a book and the thing I want for pretty close to the price.
Yeah.
You know, not too bad.
And the other bit is,
go.
you know, the bundle price is just the price of the items. You know,
Yeah.
it's not a save because you bundled or
Yeah.
we're gouging you with a random price that's more than what these items are. It's, you know, it's just, you know, here's the price of the items because we want to make more than $5. You know, and, you know, wanting to make more money, yeah, corporate greed, you can kind of go that route. But at the end of the day, if people are already giving $250 on eBay and they want to offer something for $170 and give you some bonus stuff, so be it. It's not the end-all, be-all. It's not the best thing in the world. It's not the worst thing in the world either.
Yeah, one of the things I
But-
do like about this is that selling these in a crazy bundle is basically disincentivizing them being scalped. Because
Yes,
you're not
and
making
that's-
nearly as much of a profit off that.
That is one thing about the Switch bundles that we're still doing.
Yeah.
Which right now are only $3.99 and just come with stuff you want for the most
Yeah,
part.
exactly. It's like you're going to buy these games anyway.
Yeah, so go ahead and do it. We have 6 different bundles. They're all $3.99. At least when I left on Wednesday.
Yeah.
But what that has done is disincentivized scalpers, and
Yeah.
I love that. I'm getting units. I'm getting systems in the hands of people that want to play it.
Yep.
One of the things that I've kind of taken, like, you know, we're always selling these stupid things. So, you know, one of the things, like, someone calls the store, I'll actually sometimes open up with, "Thank you for calling GameStop and Cricket, where we can help you get your Switch."
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
mostly because, you know, I'm trying to just make fun of the scalpers, and a lot of people are like, "Well, do you have just the units?" I'm like, "No, but we can definitely get you your Switch." "Oh, I'm just looking for the unit."
Yeah.
Okay,
You're looking
well,
to
that's
flip it
another
on eBay, you douche
Yeah.
nozzle.
And it's always the same excuses. It's always, "Oh, I'm getting it for a birthday present. I'm getting it for this. They already have the games," and
Why would they already
No.
have the games?
no.
You don't buy or you buy the system. Everybody does.
I
that.
actually did that with the PS4. So, because I had ordered my PS4 and it was arriving from Amazon, but the launch week, Target had the games for some reason came out on Tuesday, but the console didn't come out till like Thursday or Friday. So like,
Yeah, it was dumb. I remember that.
so I was like, well, I guess I'll go because Target's having a buy two get one free on games, so I'll just get Knack.
Knack,
Assassin's Creed,
Assassin's Creed, Black
4,
Flag.
and then I got Killzone Shadowfall. And I was like,
There you go.
not a great set of games. Assassin's Creed 4 is pretty good, but yeah. So yeah, this article doesn't really go deep into it. I mean, I think if I was someone who worked at a games media company as a reporter, this would be something I would totally pursue. Be like, how did this happen? Can I get some inside GameStop sources on this? Like
The
people
big
in the
thing
supply
is-
chain.
Yeah, the big thing is, where do these units come from?
It's just how.
That's
okay,
all I'm curious
the
about.
biggest selling thing that you have people demanding to get for a long time. How did 1,000 or so units not get found? Like, you think they'd be trying to get every single one of these out the door? Because even if you're only making $3 to $5 on each one, if you sell 1 million, that's $5 million in profit. Like, that's not anything to shake a stick at. But like,
This will still be speculating a bit, but I think you might have hit it on the head about these might have been overseas units
yeah,
that didn't sell from the subsidiaries. So they just brought them in here, knowing that they could bundle it with things and get some profit.
Yeah, exactly. Just ones that were unavailable to purchase online overseas, that were sitting in retail stores, that there just isn't the demand for Nintendo in foreign countries. And
no, it's the supply was decent enough over there.
Because I saw images of stores and like for the Philippines were like, we got 30 of them here sitting in our store.
It's like there was a video I watched. I forget when this was, but back during the Amiibo craze, there was a guy from Australia who's like, I'm going to today, having no Amiibo, try to buy every single one. This was probably about a year after.
Yeah.
And I think he was able to do all but 3 Amiibo with stores that were within 1.5 hours from his house.
Yeah.
It's like ridiculous.
Got better supply down there.
Less demand, and they probably got the same amount as the entire U.S. got.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. So that sounds interesting. I know that a lot of people were mad because the Super Nintendo Classic Edition, Walmart, all the pre-orders that went up, everyone got canceled. So,
yep.
A little false start there on that. I know a friend from college who was like, "Got a pre-order, yes!" And it's like, well, great. I really want one of these things desperately, and I still want an NES Classic desperately, even though I have a Raspberry Pi that works and plays all of these games. If I were to download them, though it's illegal, so I haven't, clearly. And it's just like, it's just a really well put together system. Like, the UI is cool, like just the way it works is neat. Like, it's just a really neat thing.
It's a nice little talking piece.
Yeah. It's impossible to fucking find these anywhere, and it's insane that they did this. Maybe they'll put them out again.
I've said this once. I've said this twice. I will continue to say this. The only reason the SNES Classic exists is because Nintendo wants to personally hurt me, just to cause me pain and suffering. That's the only reason the SNES Classic exists.
So you know what I really like about the NES Classic Edition is I have to imagine all of these peripherals for this are just gonna fucking get dumpstered, because like, just looking at Amazon, there are just hundreds of like wireless NES controllers, extra long cord NES controllers, works with the NES Mini Classic, carrying case, all of these things. None of these are going to sell for shit.
No.
Because they probably produced a ton of them just assuming that Nintendo would continue to sell, products.
Well, weren't a lot of them Wii accessories?
Well, the controller itself is technically a classic controller for the Wii and the Wii U.
So it could work with the Wii or the Wii U.
If they make the SNES Classic controller as a separate piece, and I doubt because they're bundling 2 with it and there's only 2 slots.
Yeah.
But if they make it as a separate piece, buy one, because it'd be a cool little accessory to have to play my virtual console games on Wii and Wii U.
Yeah. Look,
now,
it's just
TJ,
kind of insane though. All this
on
stuff,
a scale of 9 to 10, how psyched are you for the N64 Classic?
What's that gonna have? Like 3 games on it? Hey-o.
3 games for $120 bucks.
But it'll have that sweet controller with its.
They gotta have 4 controllers, right?
For what game?
GoldenEye, Mario Kart 64.
Mario Kart maybe.
Donkey Kong 64.
What do you mean GoldenEye won't happen? Just because GoldenEye is technically owned by Microsoft, maybe?
Wasn't GoldenEye a Super Nintendo game, or was that N64?
No. There's 3 different people you got to deal with license. 4 different people. The estate of who owns the James Bond franchise. The studio that makes the James Bond
Sir Ian
movies.
Fleming.
Sir
Movie Place.
Sir Movie Flemings. You have to deal with who was Bond at the time? Pierce
Brosnan.
You have to deal with Brosnan and licensing out his likeness,
And Sean Bean.
and then we have to deal with Rare, which is owned by Microsoft. It won't happen. I could
But
see
will we get
Microsoft
that
because
sweet pod racing game where I can put in
Maybe.
the code to do the 2 controllers where they're like both separate levers of the pod racer? And it's like ultra realistic that way? Just so you guys know,
Which
when you
was the
brought
pod
up
racing game for
ThinkGeek,
N64?
I think it was just called like pod racing. When you brought up ThinkGeek earlier, I did go onto the site and I did spend a lot of money. So that's all your faults. You guys did that to me.
You just bought stuff on ThinkGeek?
I think so.
I think John's dead.
I'm not dead.
So I bought a Doctor Who themed
But-
workout tank top that says "I don't know why I'm
Actually-
running, dude," and then it's got the little tick marks from the silence. And I bought a TARDIS themed pillow that is the sign from the TARDIS that says "Police box," blah 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 blah, and all that. So I've got a pillow and a tank top coming to me.
We should really quick just talk a little bit about the N64
About
Classic.
Pizzagate?
Sorry, I just got pissed and I wrote a question to one of the mini NES scalpers of why are you doing this to us?
Do you think if we were good journalists, we could like befriend them and we could get them on the podcast? Can we do that?
It's just
You have to build trust first. Hold on, let me just Google how to journal.
it's just disappointing that like
Journalist.
that they made this like awesome thing and then nobody can buy it.
There are the recent well, I don't know if this is why Matt was talking about the N64 Classic, but Nintendo did just set up a licensed trademark again.
That
on the
is why I
N64
was talking
controller.
about it.
Yeah,
It's coming back, baby.
It's coming. Baby!
So, yeah, I just emailed them. Abe's Electronics Center of Maine has 11 mini NES classics they're selling for $249.
I might not make it for the N64 Classic, but I'm definitely going to get on the GameCube Classic, and I'm going to just buy all of
Let me
them.
get on the
and
Wii
stealth them.
Classic.
Yes, the Wii Classic with its motion
because there's already
controlling
a Wii
bullshit.
Mini.
It's just kind of like
When
At
the
this
Wii
point, it's
U
just
Classic
disappointing.
gets announced, that's the one I'm going to really get on and buy all of them at Toys R Us. And
it's just going to be.
eBay the
It's just a
shit out
shit
of them.
show. Like I don't understand how the Super Nintendo NES Classic isn't a Nintendo. Let's open up pre-orders, get as many as we can get. That's how many you need to make. How can it be not that
let
hard?
me present
I'll
this.
wait a year to get mine. I
Let
just
me
want
present
one.
this fantasy scenario to you.
Yeah.
You have the Switch. You pay
Oh. Uh-huh.
$60
Uh-huh.
for a Switch Super Nintendo cartridge.
Yeah.
And it comes with a
Yeah.
Switch Super Nintendo controller that plugs
Uh-huh.
into something, or maybe it's wireless. Who gives a shit? But
Yeah,
you pay
wireless.
$60 for this thing that probably costs like $10 to $15 to produce.
$80 for the SNES Classic. But yeah, I get it.
That's better. That's so much better than just having this bullshit console that like
I
nobody
totally
can get
agree.
their hands on.
You
You could
mhm.
literally charge the same amount for the controller and the ROMs to just put it on the Switch.
Put it on the pizza. I know. It's insane. Like,
And the basement of that pizza is where all the shit is happening.
yeah, Clinton,
Hillary-
and Bill Clinton are conspiring to
Hillary-
collect Super Nintendo classics and
And
sell them to fund their child sex ring.
Satan's in there somewhere.
This is insane. Anyway, sorry guys.
A
I'm
pentagram
just-
of SNES classics.
I
Light
didn't
them
want
on
to put you on the
fire.
spot, TJ.
What? I'm Splatoon.
I'm sorry. I didn't
You
want to put you
son
on
of
the
a bitch.
spot with the
son
NES
of a bitch.
Classic. But
I'm super glaring.
it just
Hold on.
bothered me.
Tehuergo, you can go away. We need TJ back now.
Yeah.
Okay, TJ.
Oh,
It just really bothered me because like I went through the NES Classic thing of like $140. Oh, okay, I could swing that. I really want one still, and that's not too bad. And I know it's not going to a scalper. And then as soon as I was able to buy one, I was like, you know what? Fuck these guys. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like, I was scraping around trying to get one of these. I didn't try and get a pre-order, though, of the NES Classic. Because I was of the mindset, oh, well, they're going to keep making them until they can't sell them anymore.
This is like a holiday thing. It's
Yeah.
like a promotional thing that they're gonna keep trying to push.
Well, no, I wasn't even like
man.
a holiday thing. I was just like,
Well,
I was just like,
remember
I'll
the
just
heady
get
days
one
of
after Christmas.
2016 when I was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna just ask my parents for an NES Classic for Christmas, just so I can have that nostalgia of opening an NES from my parents on Christmas morning.
Yeah.
And then Nintendo ruined it. And I'll
Yes, and nobody was
forgive
able to
them.
do that. And we all know
Nobody did
co-host
that.
of Saturday Night Bite, Lance, was very excited to get one of these. And
Yeah.
boy, was he not able to. And it just sucks.
Now, and you know what? He didn't get his NES Classic, and now all he's doing is tweeting about Pizzagate and about how Hillary Clinton
Yeah.
is a
Shillery,
lizard
come on.
person. Hillary
Hillary.
Clinton is a lizard person.
Hillary
has
Murderton.
the Clinton body count is. I've heard in Alex Jones episode.
He speaks the truth. It's not mainstream media.
Never mind that lawsuit that said he was playing a character. We don't pay attention to that. It's a shame about his children.
So this is NES Classic Gate, is what we're talking about.
Classic Gate, NES Gate,
NES Gate.
Nessa Gate,
NES Gate. Okay. We got it. Let's
and
get
that's
off
not
this.
that's different than the Nest Gate that involves the small boy from Earthbound being just terribly exploited in the basement
Smiles
of
and
that
tears.
pizzeria.
All right. Matt, what did you do? I talked a lot. Matt, what did you do?
Hold on, let me check the doc. And I started watching Fargo. Have you heard about this Fargo TV series?
I
Brand
watched.
new.
Yep.
It's kind of an underground, like, indie thing that nobody's talking about it. It's brand new from
Fargo. Isn't
like
that
2015?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's based on that North Dakota town.
Yeah,
right?
that really, like, that movie that just, like, nobody saw.
Yeah, never heard of
Yeah.
this.
Starring
have you
that
watched the
guy
first
from
season?
the fantasy movie that I've watched the first 2 episodes. And
Oh, the Hermit. The Hobby Man. What's his
the
name?
Fogo? The Hobgoblin.
Fargo.
Frogo,
Is that-
Frogo the Hobgoblin.
Fargo the Harbit. The Harbit.
J-
I'm having a stroke right now. Fargo the Harbit.
Ferglin, you know, it always bothered me that the Harbit was one book and they just split it into 3 movies.
You gotta watch out for that dragon Smarg.
We're straying
God.
into a Trailer Park Boys right now.
Farg!
Smarg! God damn it, Julian. Watch out for Smarg.
Watch
Okay,
out for
but
Smarg.
no.
Oh, I know a bookends. Fago
Yes.
bookends. It's
Oh.
the best soda.
Fake bookings.
Fago.
Fago bookends. Oh Jesus.
So Bilbo was in the Fargo television program, and
Dildo bag.
Baggins.
Bilbo
bagger
Baggins, the smart as Leonard Nimoy told us. Bilbo Baggins, the smartest little hobbit of them all.
That's true. Rest in power.
Ripley,
Yep.
Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Leonard Nimoy, Ripley's Believe It or Not. Rest in
Watch
power.
the skis,
Harambe. Remember.
man. The photo
Anyway.
Cincinnati
Wait,
Zoo
watch the
doesn't want you to
skis?
see.
Watch the skis. This isn't Sonny Bono.
So, Bilbo Baggins
That's terrible.
took
TJ.
the One Ring to
And he became
Comet Pizza.
Look,
and
Bilbo
found
Baggins became a libtard cock
the
in
secret ring
Minnesota.
of pedophiles underneath Comet Pizza in Washington, D.C., where he...
man.
God.
Have you seen Fargo, the first season?
I have seen the first 4 or 5 episodes, and I stopped watching it, and I don't know why I stopped watching.
It is.
I thought it was really good.
But it really makes you feel like garbage. Like
That might have been why it was hard to keep going, because it was just like, this is all
difficult.
bad.
It's like, man, I'm really identifying with this character that is just literally a pile of human shit.
Yeah.
But just in the first episode, there are 3 murders. The first one doesn't count, so we'll say there are 2 murders. And the way that they set up the 2 murders, it's like these 2 different characters took the lives of 2 different human beings, but based on how you set it up for me, I feel completely differently about those 2 characters. Like, one, I feel like, oh, yes, you shouldn't have killed that person, but I understand why you did that. And the other one is like, you fucking monster! How did you do that?
Yeah. It's kind of like, it's a really good show. It's like, who would have thought? Prestige TV show from acclaimed creators starring excellent actors is good.
Yes.
You should watch it. It's a good one. There's so much television you should watch.
It's like the same showrunner as Legion, right? I think.
I mean,
so
sure.
I started watching that because
I couldn't sit through Legion, so
Legion was my jam. Legion was my Eternal Sunshine superhero movie.
I couldn't. The first episode was maybe too much for me, and I stopped.
It gets weird real fast. You got to be on board for the weirdness.
I was just like, really? We're going to do time jumping around again? I don't know. Tell the story in the order it happens, please. Anyway.
Nah.
Oh,
Well, it works in Legion where the narrator is schizophrenic and unreliable.
I don't know. It was hard to watch.
I mean, it's no Westworld. Westworld, it's like, just come on. We all figured it out. Come on.
Did you see that
we know.
Westworld trailer?
We know, guys. We figured it out.
You know that Dolores is a human, actually trapped.
We know
she's
that
a robot.
Maeve is a gargoyle from the cartoon
From Medieval
series Gargoyles.
Yeah, voiced by...
She defends the city of Chicago or something.
Voiced by Keith David.
We all know Maeve
doesn't
is
look like
Keith
anything to me.
David. Doesn't
I can't
look
do a Keith David
anything
voice.
like Keith David to me.
Okay, we have to move on.
So anyways, this
podcast
Pizzagate guy.
Can we talk about science?
Science. That's the movie to crop circles, right?
God damn it, TJ, you ruined my intro. Matt, do it again.
I did. Do it again, please.
Thank you.
I love that.
Me too. So I found a thing, and then I went on a little rant tirade. So there was a documentary, I think, that was on Netflix, maybe, called What the Hell? So people love watching documentaries telling them what they're eating is bad. It's like a whole cottage industry.
Yes. I saw Super Size Me. Changed
I saw Super
my
Size
whole
Me.
deal.
I saw Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. And then I read a little bit about it, and I was like, oh, okay, these are all kind of insane. So this is What the Health. It's a sensational new documentary that's saying you should go vegan. So let's go through all the things in What the Health. Kip Anderson, vegan promoting documentary, What the Health. So basically, it's like we need to make healthier
Before we
choices.
get into this, can we just recognize that anyone with sufficient money can make a documentary?
Yes.
And if they have...
You don't have to be a scientist to make a documentary. You don't have to get proof anyone could call in to the American Heart Association and talk to someone over the phone and use that as evidence.
And if you've got the distribution connections, you can get it on Netflix. Nerflix.
So basically, the problem with this documentary is it really pushes the fear angle. Like, if you eat this food, you're going to die. And that's literally kind of what pushes it. It's basically mischaracterizing a lot of statistics and overstating what science knows about many things. What science will tell you, and I'm saying this without even going into this, is that eating more vegetables and less red meat and processed grains is going to be healthier. What it doesn't say is eating a steak will cause you to get cancer, which is basically what this documentary goes into. It's really kind of gotcha journalism where he calls up a lot of these like the American Diabetes Association and try and call them out about them not like recommending enough stuff for people. Anyway, what it said, but okay, let's go through some of the crazy claims that are made in this thing. And all right, 1, eating processed meats is as bad for you as smoking. So there was a World Health Organization 2015 review of the link between processed meat and cancer. Anderson claims that the WHO sees bacon as a food on par with cigarettes and asbestos when it comes to cancer risk. And that eating a daily serving of bacon increases your colorectal cancer risk by 18%. Eating processed meat, including hot dogs and lunch meats, does increase the risk of colorectal cancer, according to the available research. A person's lifetime risk of colorectal cancer is about 5%. So every person in the world's 5% chance of getting colorectal cancer. Eating
Not
processed
me,
meat
because I haven't eaten any bacon recently.
Eating processed meat every day appears to boost a person's absolute risk of cancer by 1 percentage point, 6%, which is 18% more than the 5% lifetime risk. So that is eating a bacon every day. Increases it by 1 percentage point. So enjoying the odd strip of bacon.
Bacon, egg, and cheese bagel from McDonald's. You can get... Hey, did you know that you can get your bacon, egg, and cheese bagel from McDonald's with a drink of any size for $1? Any day, any size, $1.
So what's also more is...
the 80s podcast.
That he said was the WHO says bacon is as bad for you as cancer risk as smoking. And that is not what they said. What they said, the evidence between eating processed meat and the increased risk of colon cancer is the same as smoking and getting lung cancer. It's saying, basically, we have as strong of evidence as we do for smoking. But the increase is not the same. It is different. It's just that there is a lot of evidence. It isn't that it is a strong increase or it is bad for you as your body is smoking. Just that we have a lot of evidence that eating red meat or processed meat every day is bad for you. Here's another one. Eating an egg a day is as bad as smoking 5 cigarettes. Now, not only is this claim insane, because there's no way you could ever bar that out scientifically, because, but to be fair, 5 cigarettes a day, FYI, Matt, is a heavy smoker. That's what is considered.
What if I smoke 5 eggs a day?
Yes. Okay, so here we go. This is a different thing, and it's an absurd. 2 of 3 long-term smokers will die because of smoking, whether it's heart disease or other complications or cancer. It's going to cause them to die. Like, I had relatives that have died that were lifetime smokers, and they didn't die of cancer, but they had complications due to their weakened, immune system due to smoking. It's like something that is very bad for you on every single front. That's just not the same for egg. Now, the nutrients got negative attention from the media for decades. The scientific community has moved on since evidence has piled up showing that eating more cholesterol isn't associated with higher levels of cholesterol in the blood or an increased risk of heart disease. The cholesterol you eat is not the cholesterol that pumps through your blood, is what it's saying, basically. If you eat a high cholesterol diet, it's not going to increase the amount of cholesterol building up in your heart. That has many other factors in your body.
Well,
the nutrition...
It's just
which is why
stupid.
they recently declassified cholesterol as a nutrient of concern in the American diet. It's not even anything people look at anymore.
People used to think that like you ate fat and that became fat on you, but no, it goes through a whole digestive process and becomes something else, and then maybe it gets converted back into fat. But that whole line of reasoning was part of a sugar lobby push to blame trans fats for obesity rather than sugar.
Correct. Which now is turned on because everyone knows.
Because we have the internet and we can figure shit out.
Not to mention
like
eggs also contain both good and bad cholesterol. And so it's really just kind of a mix. And so people that eat egg whites, unless your doctor's telling you to eat egg whites, you probably eat the whole egg. Drinking milk causes cancer. You can probably find a single study or two suggesting milk cancer link, but the systemic reviews of the best available research about eating dairy and mortality and cancer find no consistent link. So what he's saying is in the movie, he found a study that found a link, a correlation, where if you look at all of this, a systemic review of breast cancer and dairy intake from the Shanghai Municipal Board of Health find that women who have dairy actually had a lower risk of cancer.
Well, Shanghai is just world renowned for their academic rigor and scientific studies, and the fact that it wasn't reproduced in any other studies, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Interestingly enough, the documentarian makes no mention of the high quality evidence linking consumption of dairy products like yogurt to reduced risk of weight gain, obesity, and cardiovascular disease. And there is a lot of evidence saying eating yogurt every day is very healthy. And that's dairy. Anyway, one serving of processed meats per day raises the risk of diabetes by 51%. This is yet another example of a grossly exaggerated claim. In the systemic review of diabetes and processed meats, authors found that daily consumption of processed meats was associated with a 19% increase, which isn't even close to 52%. But that, again, is a relative risk increase. An American man's lifetime risk of developing diabetes is 32%, and a woman's is 38%, which means that it would be an absolute risk of 6 and 7 percentage points, respectively. That's it. So they're saying you would have a 38% chance as a man instead of a 32% chance, and a 44% chance as a woman instead of a 38% chance. And that is, FYI, eating processed meats every single day, which is something nobody does unless you're eating a bologna sandwich every day.
Gotta have my breakfast bologna.
Yeah. All right. Hey, okay. I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat meats, but I do like fish, right? Well, guess what?
I believe that's
according to this documentary, fish is toxic.
Oh, pescatarians are toxic.
If you thought only meat was bad for your health, What the Health wants you to stay far, far away from fish too. According to the film, fish are full of mercury, antibiotics, and other chemicals.
That is sort of true. It depends on what kind of fish you have and how much of it you're eating. You can get mercury poisoning from just eating sushi every day, all day, like Jeremy Priven had. But just, moderation. God damn it. Moderation.
Well, to be fair, mercury poisoning and fish also has to do with the type of fish, because larger fish, and this is actually a really cool science thing, is that the way that toxins build up in ecosystems are the top of the food chain has the highest amount, because what they're doing is collecting the small amounts from every organism they're eating.
And
so when you're getting
what you have to realize is
tuna,
that like tuna is an alpha predator in its ecosystem.
So it's eating up all these tiny fish
down on all these
who have a tiny bits of mercury, and it's just sequestering those that metal, in each one until there's a lot in the meat of the big fish. So sharks are really bad for that.
I remember when I was before I started paying attention to this stuff, I thought tuna was like the size of a small walleye.
I know.
Or something.
No. Tunas are
like
enormous.
the size of a person. They're fucking
Yes.
huge.
Especially
They
the big ones.
If you don't catch the tuna, they will eat you before you eat them.
Yeah, it's got glassy black eyes like a doll's eyes.
Like a doll's
so-
eyes.
Nutrient researchers point out that
11
eating fish
men
comes with
went
many
in.
health benefits,
No
such as
man came
omega-3
out from that tuna field.
omega-3 fatty acids, which are good at controlling cholesterol and lowering cholesterol naturally. And that's cholesterol in your blood, not just cholesterol you eat. So anyway, what they're saying is there are fish to avoid or eat sparingly because of their mercury content. And then there's fish, like small fish like sardines or salmon or other smaller fish or trout. Any smaller fish, eat them to your heart's content because they're going to have a very small mercury content.
Eat bait fish.
All right, here we go. 5 to 10% of cancer is caused by genetics. The rest is caused by food. Repeatedly in the film, Anderson overstates the role of food plays in driving diseases. It's basically, this is again, like every documentary that's like, man, I got to go and change what I'm doing because I saw that documentary. Is a little bit of salesmanship here in the documentarian. You're fear mongering to get people talking about it. He's overstating the role food plays in driving disease. What we eat is one of many factors. Some of the best research we have on cancer contribution suggests some 30% of new cancer diagnosis could be cut by improving lifestyles. So if you improve your lifestyle, you could cut your risk of cancer by 30%. But that's not just your diet. That's including cutting smoking. That's including drinking less alcohol. That's
Don't do the
exercising
crystal
more,
meth.
and keeping a healthy body weight. And I'm going to tell you this. You can be a vegan and eat very unhealthily.
Yeah, you can.
You could be a vegetarian and eat a lot of mac
That
and cheese
Morningstar
and not
shit
be
that
healthy.
is full of sodium and it's terrible.
Oh, it's good, though.
But it's good. It's so good.
It tastes so good. It tastes
So
oh,
good.
I love
It
sausage.
doesn't taste like it's trying to be meat. It tastes like beans, and it's so good.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh, God, I want those Morningstar corn dogs.
so what it's saying is eating better is not going to make you healthier. Being healthier is going to make you healthier. Anyway, it's kind of insane. And one of the problems is with any documentary you see about any sort of food science or anything is that basically food science and nutrition science and what we know about how our bodies break down food isn't definitive in any way because it's one of the most complicated systems in our body and there's very hard to run randomized trials for most big nutrition questions because when you do a study you got to have a placebo and you got to have a treatment group. And it's just really hard to do that with large amounts of people to get actual like hard data from. So it's just kind of a thing that's really difficult to quantify. So whenever you see a documentary or that or anything talking about nutrition, about a definitive, this is what you should eat, this is what you shouldn't, it's probably best to research it before making a decision or talk to your doctor or nutritionist because they're going to know what you should do because they know your body and your numbers. Also, I want to talk about my numbers. Remember when I talked about my cholesterol spots above my eyes?
Hey, how are those doing? How are your eyes doing?
So, I actually looked at because fucking Epic, which is an amazing piece of software, and their My Chart system are awesome. I actually looked, and I actually had blood tests done January of 2016, showing I had normal levels across the board for everything.
Okay,
So
but
I don't know what's going on.
You remember a couple of weeks ago when we ate all that Taco Bell? That was before that.
That's true. But eating a lot of Taco Bell over a year is not going to make you get a crazy thing that happens in our 1% of people. So I have a feeling.
I have to say, I'm super
cholesterol
paranoid
levels
about
have not-
getting cholesterol deposits on my eyelids now, though. So I check them every day.
It's super duper rare. It's like literally 1% of the population will get this, and it usually happens after the age of 50. So I'm just a rare instance because, I mean, my cholesterol numbers were not even in borderline high levels. The doctor said, hey, you should probably eat better or else you're going to get close to the level where we might want to prescribe you drugs, but you're not there yet. Like, I was like pre-high cholesterol. So not bad.
That's where I am with
something-
the sugars.
Same. That's everybody. I'm in
the
pre
sugars.
Yeah, same here. They were like, you're not in pre-diabetes or pre, but you should probably, watch your sugar and get out and run.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was the last time I got my blood tested, it was like, you're not in pre-diabetes, but that's the one you're closest to.
Yeah, I had
so maybe don't do that.
My milligrams per whatever it is, milligrams per deciliter.
But those little waxy chocolate donuts are just so good.
Was I think it was 100 was my fasting blood glucose, which the normal range is 80 to 100. So he was like, you should watch out, because I believe pre-diabetes is over 120. So
yeah, I was probably about there too.
It's like, you're getting 30, so keep an eye out on that.
Check yourself.
You can't eat an entire pizza
before you wreck yourself
at a time. So I'm gonna have to get these checked out.
Don't eat an entire Entenmann's donuts box.
Oh my God, Adam and I used to do that. We used to go to the gas station
good
and buy the Entenmann's mini donut bags and just eat the whole bag. They're so good, the little chocolate donuts.
The Hostess donuts are so good too.
So anyway,
and everyone in my office tries to bring like a shitload of sugar, and I have to resist all day, and it's so fucking hard.
Yeah, so I looked at my test results, and every single number was normal. It sucked. My blood pressure's like not even high, although I'm at pre-hypertension. So I don't have high blood pressure, but
you just gotta chill out. Have you tried getting a cat?
To be fair about blood pressure though, and this is the thing I've noticed with my Fitbit that I have, which I bought. Is
but
that
you use that when you're have you been
what? Money? I have a little bit. I use it actually to track my workouts. But so the problem with me with getting my blood pressure taken or my pulse taken is that I have a lot of anxiety, and I had a lot of anxiety issues. And as soon as I start getting my blood pressure drawn, I really tense up. And they're like, boy, your heart rate's at like 110. What the hell? And I'm like, I can't, because my Fitbit, my resting heart rate is 75.
You should get some Xanax. I got some of that. It's pretty good.
It's just like,
Finn,
when I know.
Can you fuck off?
So when I was having heart racing problems, which was actually panic attacks, which was my anxiety,
this was after November of 2016, right?
Yeah, right. No, this was right after I graduated college. A very stressful time. So, but anyway, the heart racing problems that I had were anxiety attacks that I found out, but I also had determined that my doctor actually said, well, a lot of times just looking at your pulse makes your pulse go faster when you have anxiety. So don't try and pay attention to it, and you'll probably get more accurate numbers. So that's what I found with the Fitbit, is it's pretty accurate. So, but apparently I wake up at night like 4 times.
You're falling now, and you're hurting me with your claws. Can you not
anyway,
be a fucking... God, fuck.
Anyway, I've gotten way into my Fitbit and my stats. I love this shit. As a nerd,
hashtag Fitbit stats.
It's fun to get your little
the funny thing is, I've noticed this in several aspects of my life. I started using the Betterment app for investing. And
Me too.
I've used that I'm feeling very anxious right now. I'll just throw $10 in this Betterment app. And then I feel like I'm making progress towards some sort of level in my life, I guess. And gamification, it works. It works real good for people that have been trained for this for several decades. But I'm gonna go ahead and find.
So I'm just looking at my Betterment account.
No, not that thing. No, not that thing.
What are you doing?
That.
I got
not
6.1% return right now on my Betterment account.
No, not there.
Hooray.
No.
I made money just for putting money in money. TJ, that's how you make money.
You got to turn money into money.
You just put
That's
money
how
into money.
Rich people do. Money
So I
turns into other money.
I deposited $1,000 in my Betterment account.
Jesus
few
Christ!
months
Are you
ago.
a millionaire?
And then I set my bank account to deposit $100 every month into it.
That's what I want to do eventually, but not that much. Usually,
Well, my grandmother died, so I got a bunch of money.
oh, congratulations! I
She was 90. She was 96, and it was a very long illness, so it was very expected. Sad, but not devastating.
hashtag
Very
sad.
old, lived a long, incredible life. So sad, but not.
Not unexpected.
She was.
No,
she was happy to go.
I think I'm at about 130 in my Betterment account right now. I just deposit $10 every time
man.
I'm feeling anxious.
It's good though because it's just putting that money in there and letting it work.
Yeah. Well, it's
Make
like
some money.
I've got my savings account.
Yeah.
I've got my what's the retirement thing? 401k. I've got one of those through work. And then I've got this through Betterment. So I feel like I've got my bases covered a little bit. But I talked about this thing a couple of minutes ago, and it got overshadowed by the Betterment, and I want to get back to it. So I think everyone in the world right now is thinking about, if there's one thing that everyone's talking about in 2017, it's Pokemon Go. And if there's one thing that everyone's that's talking about Pokemon Go is talking about, it's how close is Matt to evolving his Magikarp.
You gotta turn that down.
Look,
I'm
I'm
gonna
telling
kill
you.
myself.
Magikarp Marathon.
I'm
Yep.
telling you. I'm telling you.
How close are you?
Well, there's this thing that happened in Chicago that maybe we'll talk about later.
Are you talking about Pokemon Go Fest? Or you mean Pokemon I can't connect to the cell tower fest?
No, I'm talking about Pokemon Fire type festival.
Pokemon Fire Festival.
FYRE type festival. But because of this, I've been getting a new Magikarp candy every 1/3 of a kilometer. So I'm getting them 3 times as fast. And I caught a Magikarp, so I got 6 bonus candies. And I am up to 195 Magikarp candies, which means I'm nearly halfway to evolving this goddamn beast
Whoa.
into
I was
some sort of...
halfway there. Whoa.
Whoa.
Lemon and a pear.
Hold my hand, and we'll make it, I
Gyarados
swear.
is there.
Whoa, Magikarp's there.
All right.
Magikarp's there.
I forgot my my other statistics thing I wanted to talk about. What was my thing?
Well, you know what?
It was
Everyone,
about
just
the
keep
smoking
just
Roll in
keep
D20.
cheering. Just
All right,
keep
let's talk
cheering
about-
for that Magikarp marathon. Your podcast cheers are powering me through this.
Yes,
ordeal.
I had cheering.
Cheering every
All
day.
right.
Cheers
The
your
days that I take
Hashtag
off
Patreon
of work,
rant.
the days where I'm just walking out there, you're sitting there, you're at your janitorial job, just pouring that sawdust on those kids' vomit, and you're cheering for me, and that's what does it for me.
That's how Matt gets hard. All right,
how I
let's
get-
move on
It's
to.
so hard.
No, I want to talk about smoking.
What?
Sorry, I brought
About
up
how
a
it's
thing.
as dangerous as eating meat.
No. So, all right. So basically what was happening in What the Health was just statistics wankery. Basically saying So, like, for instance, the lung cancer rates in non-smokers ages 40 to 79, and this fucking study did a really weird thing where they simulated 100,000 life years based on all the evidence they had, and found that 100,000 life years, 17.5 of that was cancer in women, and 9% was men. And that's in non-smokers. Smokers had a approximately 20% higher instance of that. And that sounds like pretty crazy. 20% higher is crazy. But that takes the risk from, in men, 0.01% to 0.2%, which is very risky. You know what I mean? Like, of an increase. That's 20%. But it's just when you make a small number go up like a medium amount, it's a very large percent higher increase. And it sounds scary. But I also want to say this. Smoking is awful for your body. It's just terrible. And cancer isn't the only thing that causes.
But it looks so cool.
Like, for instance, one study in Canadian males, part of this National Institutes of Health study, showed that one cohort had 0.5% non-smoker chance of getting lung cancer and a 5% current smoker chance in Canadian males. That is a 10 times increase in getting cancer. But then again, that's 1% if you round it to 5%. Small changes in small numbers sound big. But think about it this way. I'm going to put this in D&D terms. So let's say you're a non-smoker.
You roll a 1.
You roll a D100. 100-sided die.
Is that really a thing?
Is a cancer, yes.
It is a thing.
You can get a 100-sided die, or you just roll 2 10-sided dies, and the one's the 100th place, and one's the other decimal. But anyway,
it's gonna make you an. Never mind.
So anyway, if you don't smoke, 1 is cancer, any other number is not, and a D100. If you do smoke, 5% chance, D20. A 1 is cancer, every other number is not. Very unlikely.
What number did you get?
I wish I had a D20 with me. I don't. Wait, online D20. Let's see. But the idea is that it does sound like a lot.
We need to know if you got cancer.
But what I'm saying is that you would much rather roll the D100 than the D20. Well, it's unlikely both are going to hit. You want to take the better option. All right, let's do
rolled
D20.
12.
10. I'm good. Matt? Do you want me to roll for you? I got it right here.
Yeah, roll for me.
13.
You're gonna have to roll disadvantage for me.
So I got to roll a second one
Yeah.
and take the lower result.
Take the
2.
lower one.
Ouch! But you missed it because you needed a 1. All right, I'm gonna roll a D100. 41 for me.
Got any of that
Matt.
beer that has candy
11.
Skittles?
Disadvantage 9. But still no. So what I'm saying is, it's statistically very unlikely to get cancer if you're a non-smoker. But
Do you guys want to start a D&D campaign?
I'm just saying, yeah, I'd love to do it, but
Yeah.
it's
Let's do it.
it's a I already play a game.
No, but
I'm just
we'll have
saying-
a separate one.
You can and everyone knows this that knows statistics and math, but you can use statistics to make stuff sound really bad if you want to.
Yeah.
So-
Well,
but
it's like the rule of thumb is if you see a percentage change in the article, you might as well
Yes.
just ignore it because they're trying to make it sound more important than it is.
correct.
If you see absolute percentages, then it's something to actually
Correct.
think about.
So yes. So what Matt's saying basically, if it says is a 20% increase versus increased from 2% to 5%, you know what I mean? Like 2% to 5%, that's huge. 20% increase could be, well, it went from 1% to 1.2%. Like whoa. It's like, yeah, okay.
Whoa!
Anyway, so just saying, watch your stats, and I'm sure I did all that math wrong, but what I'm saying is,
Did all that meth wrong.
just
Meth is bad for you.
what I'm saying is look deep into the facts, find that Hillary Kilton is
Look into the
putting
pizza basement.
children into a pizza basement.
Into the Satanist basement of Pizzagate.
Fuck, man. I played a lot of... Man, I got so much to talk about yet.
Unit system. I know this.
Matt, we're like way into this episode, and I've got so much to talk about yet.
Well, you know what I've got.
What? Oh, shit!
Let me just look this up and see what it's at. I've got 465 nonillion cookies. I've got a bunch of sugar lumps that I don't know what they do. I've got what is this? What's happening? A 5.78 decillion cookies baked this ascension. Oh man, it's a fucking mess. This game has ruined my life, John.
Yep.
That's
You're
fine.
still into it, huh?
Me.
I'm playing a different one.
What's that?
I started Clicker Heroes on my Xbox.
Don't tell me about these things. Don't tell me these things exist.
Matt's Clicker Heroes is free on Steam, and it's pretty cool.
Nope.
It's free on Xbox as well.
No.
It's free.
No.
Hey, guys,
Well, it's free on Congregate too.
I tanted this last week, so I have to get into it. But then I'm done with all. I'll save all the rest of my stuff for next week.
Yeah.
I tainted this last week. Oh, FYI.
Your anti-religion rant that you tainted last week.
Gas grifter update.
Didn't give me the money.
I'm not getting that money back.
You're never fucking getting that money back.
I've called that. I called the number twice. Left a message.
It's not a real number.
It's a real number. It
no,
returned
it's not.
A voicemail box, but they didn't have a name, and I texted and got no response, so I'm done. That person's just a shithole of a person, so it's fine. Whatever. I expected it to happen.
Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he fully intended to pay you back, but I mean, a lot of the times when people in that situation are asking for money, they do fully intend to pay you back. They are expecting to get back on their feet momentarily, and they want to be able to settle all their debts, but it's just not a realistic forecast for that situation.
It's kind of shitty. Whatever. It's fine. Let's go through the Sims 4 patch notes, which I tainted last week.
Before we get to it, Sims 4 is coming to Sims 4 is coming to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, I think this year.
Didn't Sims 4 come out like 7 years ago?
It was like 5 years ago. No, I was working at GameStop when that happened, so in the past 4 years.
Okay. It's old. Okay.
Here's my Sims 4 sound.
Okay, so I like that the Sims 4 patch notes have developer commentary and jokes in them as well. So we tanted that now when you load a lot after saving, Sims that were writing a book do not have to start from the beginning each time. So it's very nice. Here's another one. We fixed an issue that would cause female Sims to remain wearing a pink bra when taking a shower. And they say, wait, I'm sorry, the issue was that the mosaic sensor grid will not have hints of pink in it anymore. Yep. So just to clarify, the sensor grid pink that was showing in the mosaic, which was covering up the issue, will no longer be present. Yep. Because they censored the nudity, so basically there's like this blotches.
So now it's just straight up nudity, right?
Yeah, but it's still blocked out. All right. Here we go. Sims with the kleptomaniac trait will no longer place the items they've stolen back into the inventories from the Sim they stole them from. Which I love. It's like, I'm going to take that and give it right back to you.
Well, it's really just the stealing that gives a thrill. You don't have to hold on to it. You just can steal it and then give it right back.
Sims will no longer autonomously donate money to charity. So, but they'll still do it, just not automatically or autonomously. So they won't spend your money that you're saving. Let's see here. Your Sim should no longer get the unable to propose dialogue when attempting to propose to Sims who are not employed by the proposing Sim. So basically, if I believe there was an error when your sim was a boss of another sim. They were able to propose, but if they were the other way around, they weren't able to propose. You could propose to your boss.
That sounds like an HR dispute.
That's the HR problem right there.
Yeah.
Medicine can now be sold in retail stores. Okay. Good thing you can buy medicine. Let's see here. Sims who reach level 8 in the doctor career should now find that pregnant Sims are actually coming to the hospital to deliver a baby promotion task. I honestly don't know.
If they don't want it, then they'll go to a different...
I honestly don't know what they were doing before when they had a baby, but they weren't going to the hospital if your sim was not a level 8
Coat
doctor.
hanger factory.
I don't know what was happening. Well, they were still having kids, just they didn't have to go to the hospital for it. Let's see here. Play darts with more than one sim should now work. So basically, when you would play darts with, you could play darts against one other sim while the rest of the sims stood around looking at each other. Let's see here. Dance interaction can be once again performed on a dance floor when there's a stereo music playing music nearby. So I don't know what happened if they had some Footloose situation where they weren't allowing people to dance. But
well,
now
yeah,
you're
there
allowed
was
to dance.
all those Sims that were at the dance and they died in that car accident, and then the town outlawed it.
This is a good one. When you learn the 27th of the 27 recipes, we will no longer congratulate you for learning the 26th of the 27 recipes, but instead we will congratulate you for learning all 27 of the 27 recipes. Congratulations. Oh god, I love these Sims patch notes because they feel like patch notes for like life. Like if you could just imagine a world where your life was like The Sims and something is coming back. Sims should now sit when they play the console game if there's an available seat nearby. Yeah, so very, very much Sims were standing around playing video games. Basically, you had a Sim playing a video game and he was standing next to the couch that was empty. Matt's in the bathroom. I can tell because I heard his turlet. TJ, do you want to hear about vampires?
Sure.
Vampires can now date.
How can they bone if they don't get no blood?
Sims should once again be able to plan their wedding event with a vampire sim. So you can also now get married to vampires. That's it. That was the updates. So, vampire Sims available to date and get married. It's a wonderful world we live in. Let's go to my house. Okay, I have a lot more still to get over, but I'm not going to. TJ, what have you been doing?
Well, during this podcast, trying to play some online games of Splatoon. My internet sucks here, so apparently I can't.
Are you getting a lot of disconnects?
Yes, like every time.
God, that's
like,
sad. I had a disconnect when I was playing.
I had the same thing with ARMS.
The saddest
I don't think I'll be able to play anything online for the Switch.
That's weird.
Except for Mario Kart. Mario Kart's fine.
Or maybe it's
ARMS
the
had
netcode.
issues with Splatoon. It's possible. I don't know.
All right, I'm going to tant a couple things for next week.
Well, next week I will not be in Illinois, but I will definitely be on the podcast.
Okay.
Go to Mississippi.
The Mississippi?
Yep, leaving on Sunday.
Cool. So. Brett just finished taking a shit. I have a tant the bowels of Reddit.
Yep.
And I also have, to commemorate the gas station grifter, I'm going to start another section I would like to call Grift School. And we're going to go through each week learning a different confidence trick. I've got quite a few confidence schemes that we can learn and set up. I'm not saying any of you should use this for evil, But I was wrong. I feel like people should be armed with the knowledge and the ability to point out scams ahead of time. So that will be next week as well. I also watched the movie Broadcast News. I want to talk about that
on
actually in depth more.
10 minutes about your favorite movie podcast, Broadcast News Edition.
There's an episode of that?
Yeah, there is.
Of course there is, because it's an incredible movie and is
It's
one of my
fantastic movie.
It's one of my top 10 overall, I think, somewhere in there.
Top 9 overall.
Matt.
Yes?
Did you just go poop?
No, I urinated.
You urinated?
Urinated.
But I'll talk about that more next week, because that movie is fucking incredible. And boy howdy, I had not seen it, and I feel like it was made for me. Is it really funny?
Let's talk.
And I love Holly Hunter
for just 1 minute about Microsoft Paint.
Oh,
and the
yeah,
Harambe.
So
it died, but then it was risen.
Well, Microsoft announced earlier this week that Microsoft
I was looking
Paint
for a lighter.
would be deprecated. Well, I can do an audio lighter for you. Let me just
wanted to
find
light
it.
up
Audio
light
lighter
up.
right
I have
here.
A candle over here, but I don't have a lighter. I don't know where it went.
Here's your oral lighter.
Here's my oral lighter.
So
Awesome
Microsoft
Coast.
announced earlier this week that MS Paint would be deprecated, which means it would remain in existence and just not be updated in future patches. So the internet said, "Oh, Microsoft Paint is being murdered by Microsoft. Oh, say rebel." And then, about a day later, Microsoft said Microsoft Paint is being deprecated and not being updated in future versions of Windows, but still available on the Windows Store. And the internet went, "Oh, we saved Microsoft Paint!" And what I want to say to this mess is just chill out, internet.
Yeah,
Seriously. Just calm down, man. Just chill
follow
out.
Follow the money.
It's fine.
Find
just follow Hillary Clinton.
Hillary
basement. Hillary Clinton.
John Podesta.
In the basement
secret
of
lizard
the
man.
Cosmic Pizza?
Who was keeping children in a dungeon. Comet Pizza.
Comet Pizza to sacrifice. You know how in Toy Story 1 they go to Planet Pizza?
Yes.
This
Pizza
is
Planet.
like way
Pizza Planet.
Way bigger. Pizza Planet. Well, that is an allegory for Cosmic Comet Pizza. And
wait, what was the name of the bad kid? Sid.
Sid
was actually
anagram for Hillary Clinton
in
mind
the
you.
child ring, and he escaped, which is why he had all that fucked up like torturing toys that he had to do.
Yeah. Also, he's a fucking psychopath. But
yeah, there's no way Sid is not like joined the military and got dishonorably discharged.
No, hold up.
Toy Story 3, Sid joined he became a garbage man.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
He was completely legitimate, normal member of society.
Excuse me. No, Sid joined the military.
No,
got dishonorably
Sid became
discharged.
Adam Ham's hero, a garbage man.
Fighting for that pile.
I'm sorry. That just brings the joy of my heart of watching or imagining a 5-year-old little tiny Adam Ham. I'm assuming with the same hair,
with the large trucker coming.
take you the garbage away. He's got the same hair and facial hair that
beard.
he has now, just racing over just a tiny version of Adam.
Oh,
Garbage!
I'm so excited. Oh,
I want to be a garbage man.
Let me crack the crust on my creme brulee and watch the garbage man. Oh.
Yes, that was Adam as a child.
Adam
We've got to
was
end this.
Amelie.
John_Danger at Twitter. Not John Danger at Twitter.
John Red Pill Danger.
Red Pill Rebel, baby. I'm a rebel. But I
when do
will
we
listen
start-
to all these Alex Jones. Anyway, yep.
When do we start the podcast?
All right. Welcome to Born
On
in the
Sunday.
80s. Episode
Welcome to-
276.
I'm Matt Haig. I make music. And here's TJ. Teo Huergo.
You can find Teo Huergo over at the Twitters at MayofMay84 because everyone keeps stealing my username. It's mine. Give it back. Give back my username. Catch me on Twitch. I've started streaming again. I try to
I
stream
feel like
from
we've
Mississippi.
trampled TJ a bit this episode with our insane, just nonsensory.
Cash me outside. How about that? Let's
Master cubing tricks.
hashtag cash me outside. How about that? Let's
You can find
finish.
Hey, you can find me at
The fuck are you assholes doing?
I'm sorry. Are you ready?
Tight, yeah.
Yeah, it should
I need more
be
likes
caught
on my
up by
posts.
now. What?
I need more likes on my posts.
I'll like your post. Where's your post?
Oh, Twitter. All my Twitter posts.
Let me listen.
I'll like your Twitter post. I'll Twitter pay
All
you.
right. Everyone's got to be quiet so we can do.
Okay, but
levels.
first I have to say that when I was inviting TJ to this call, I accidentally typed May on May, and I thought that might be some kind of strange porno that I haven't discovered yet.
Probably. Let me look it up. My kids aren't home.
All right, I'm going to talk now because now we've all three of us have talked and everyone's got to be silent now. So I can get the levels. All right, good. All right, it sounds really good. I'm just watching a Democrat in the Senate rip some buttholes in.
This is Chuck Schumer.
No, it's just some guy. I don't know. It's on C-SPAN. It doesn't have his
Is
name.
it Ted Liao?
Christopher Murphy.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
There is a
He's-
French lady. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
He said, well, it says that right now the text of the bill that they're going to vote on is released at 9 p.m. Central, and they're going to vote at 11. So
How about
2
that
hours
John
to look it
McCain?
over.
How
Yeah,
about that
well,
John McCain? He got
I-
back. He took time out of his brain cancer treatment to
I know
to vote
that,
to advance the vote on the health care bill that would take coverage away from a bunch of people. And he gave a very stirring speech about how he advanced to vote the debate, but he would not vote for it in its current form, and then he voted for it in its current form.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah.
fucking joke.
Well, I know this will not happen, but I sincerely hope that he is going to say that he'll vote yes and then be the key vote against and just double flip birds at McConnell and walk away. And he's like, I'm retiring, bitch.
Yeah. I always
Deal with
want
it.
to like McCain, but he just disappoints.
Yeah, basically.
If he just voted the
He's all
way
talk,
that
no
his
action.
speeches go, the way he talks is very inspiring, but then he just
Yeah.
doesn't vote in line with that.
Yep.
Come on,
All right,
man.
now I'm going to go back and get my taxpayer-funded health care. Also, none of you people can get that health care.
Yeah.
Now that I voted.
Fuck off, plebs. I'm gonna go get my surgery.
Yeah. Whatever. It's the
So-
world we live in.
Mayon_May
Hey, here we are.
it is someone on Twitter and Instagram. It's a French lady.
Wait,
Can we
there's
bully her into giving up
Wait,
the name?
are you talking about May on May?
Mayon _ May. Yeah.
Yeah, on Facebook.
I didn't look on Facebook.
Oh, wait. Oh, it popped up, but then it didn't actually show me the person. They must have a private profile.
I have May on May _ PSO2.
I have May on May May
It's
May.
an anime character of some sort.
Wait, who is that? Who is that?
Fantasy Star Online 2.
Yeah, Fantasy Star
Copyright
Online 2 is actually
2012
really good.
Sega.
Want to hear?
Also searching, it seems like Mayon is a name of a volcano.
Yep.
Somewhere. I'm gonna look up where it's at. In the Philippines.
I'm quite surprised that. Well, sorry, I'm not quite surprised, but I wouldn't be surprised if, give it 5 years, that there becomes May on May fan art that's not safe for anybody.
I googled May on May, and what I got was Theresa May's immigration target is absurd,
Yeah.
amateurish, and arbitrary.
It's a lot of images of Theresa May right now that I'm looking at.
Just running through those wheat fields.
They're so good, the little chocolate donuts.